There we go. Mic's on now. That's why I always do the mic check. Mic looks good. Game should be good. Let me know if the game audio is coming through it. It looks like it's good, but I'm always a little on the fence about it. I don't always trust OBS with this. But you know what time it is, guys? Do you know what time it is? It is cereal stream time. We got Annie's, this one over here, Annie's Cocoa Bunny cereal tonight. So cheers to Annie's cereal. It's going down the aisle. I'm like, hey, that sounds pretty good. And you know what? It's not bad. Because we've had like Cocoa Krispies, we had Cocoa Puffs. This one's Cocoa Bunnies. It's the first organic one, which I was a little like, organic in a good way or organic like, But no, it's really nummy. That's actually really nummy. It's not like an offensively sweet kind of cocoa. It's like just enough where it's like, hey, that's pretty nummy. But it is the cereal stream. It is Sunday night. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy weekend. Tonight is the Super Cereal Sunday cereal stream. I would like to do Incursions. So anybody who wants to run Incursions, I invite y'all to join. Pushing 10 rooms of whichever sector, preferably. Judah popping in saying, mind if I do some Incursions with you? Yeah, Judah, let's do it. Would you be down for 10 rooms of 6, 7, 8, whatever? And then Bruce Wayne saying, can I go after Judah? Sure. Yeah. I'm going to be streaming here for the next couple hours, so try and get in as many as possible. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the stream. I am Rob vonShoe. Pleasure having you here tonight. Sundays are my favorite stream of the week, just because it is the cereal stream. It's been a very busy, very eventful week in game. We wound up getting the deep dive breakdowns for both Nimrod and for Kitty Pryde. They will be joining the game next month. And that patch is going to be out here this week. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Select your 6 for them objectives. Yeah, bud. I'm down. Let's see. I think we're in-game friends already, right? Perchance. If not, then just shoot me a invite and we'll get that going. Real cool, bud. Sector 6 is fine. Sector 6 is fine. That's also spot on, exactly right. It's dual purpose because we got those objectives for the appreciation event. Don't forget to claim those glasses, by the way. Almost forgot. This one here, get the all those extra incursion artifacts, which is really good because those all reset in a couple of days. Yeah, Bruce, sounds good, bud. Absolutely. Let's see. Judah, is this you here? The F2P? The free-to-play NPC? Now, I am getting a pop-up here from YouTube saying there's a little bit of lag, so I apologize for that. It's YouTube doing the YouTube thing. Hopefully that sorts itself out pretty quick. Usually it's really good. Winds up figuring itself out pretty good. Cool. Got that. Hide that again. Oh. Hey, Shearmore's on. Very cool. Invite to incursion. There we go. Cool. Let's roll. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And as always, if you guys got questions, comments, concerns about who to rank up, who to play, all that good jazz, feel free to shoot that over. I love talking shop about MCOC. See, Summoner Showdown is wrapping up this week. It's the end of the third qualifier. Got Nameless Hyperion going right now. If we're doing Sector 6, let's see, who should I use? I'll probably just use my tried and true fun squad. So that's Wolvie, APOC, and let's do Claire. Cool deal. And Sector 6, you said, right? Just want to make sure I got that right when I'm selecting it. And then also, Judah, would it be faster to just chat through the stream here or punch stuff into in-game chat? Just because I know there's like a 10, 15 second delay between what's debuting on YouTube and what's actually happening in game. Okay. Cool. Got that. Sector 6. Let's do it. Not eligible for top zone bonus. I think we got to be Sector 7 to get that. Do you want to forfeit the bonus or do you want to push 7? So I think that's just some extra potential artifacts and some 6-star shards potentially. Not a lot. And you can make up for most of that with the loot. In-game chat's always busted? Okay. Sector 6 works. Cool deal. Let's do it. Let's blitz through it. And then just as a reminder, Judah and then anybody else who's running incursions, for the milestones too, I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, but it's the way it's worked in the past, that you got to claim stuff as you do it. Because if you pass through like Sector 3 or whatever and keep on going, it's not going to update. So you got to claim the prizes along the way. It's pretty annoying. Okay. Cool deal. Who should I take? Or does it matter? Because at this point, I mean, we're going to be mowing through these guys anyway. Don't matter? Gotcha. Then I will take She-Hulk. I'm really curious to see what winds up happening with She-Hulk. Because of the shenanigans with the Summoner Showdown, they've made mention that they want to prevent She-Hulk from inflicting slow on, like, the, whatchamacallit, like the Collector and, like, whatever that class, the Advanced class, whatever they call it. Because she was winding up just, like, mowing through the Summoner Showdown people, as she does and as she has for forever. So depending on how that plays out, if that's just, like, if they wind up disqualifying her for the Showdown, or if they wind up nerfing her permanently in-game, that's going to be massive for that character. Because that's, like, her claim to fame. She's, like, the go-to. And that'd be a huge, huge shame. Hopefully not. That'd be a massive bummer. Massive bummer, and I think it would not go well for the game nor the community. So what I'm doing right here, I mean, I'm just doing standard APOC stuff, right? So because I don't have a mutant opponent, I'm just going through and using APOC for every fight I can to build up those charges. Once I get 4 charges, of course, I can make Wolverine a horseman. And then just go to town and have a right proper laugh. Hey, Dom popping in. Happy Sunday, Dom. Welcome to the Serial Stream. How in the heck are you, my friend? Good to see you. So I think the other news to talk about too, and it's going to be the topic of a video I'm putting out tomorrow, are bots in arenas. Because in the basic arena, it wound up being about 30% bots again. Which is immensely disappointing. And pretty BS at this point. Especially since it seems like it's a problem that keeps on getting worse with no discernible progress in fighting it. Which is very disappointing. Do that. And at this point, I mean, they really got to come out swinging, because it's been a persistent problem for ages, and it's really undermining confidence in the process. Especially for big arena grinders like me, because arena is my jam. Like, everybody's got their thing. Some people like Alliance Wars, some people like Alliance Quest, some people like pushing Legends runs. Me, I'm an arena guy. So when my game mode of choice is just completely busted, well, I take that personally. Happy Sunday to you as well. Just grinding my life away in the 2-star arenas. Still have to hit those Summer of Pain paths. I'm probably going to take a crack on that later today. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow at some point. Just to get it done with. And kudos to you, Dom, for actually doing the 2-star arena. I did about half of it, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm not pushing for the last couple milestones. It's too much of a grind. Like, if I had other things going on, if my situation was a little bit different and I had some more free time to play with, I 100% would do it, because, you know, free resources all around. But for me right now, nah. Cool that it exists, but such a slog. This is some nummy cereal tonight. And it really is what it is. It's like, just like some of these, they're sweet and they're super nummy because they are sweet. But some of them are like offensively sweet. This one's a happy medium. Jacob popping and saying, "What up, all?" Howdy, howdy, Jacob. Welcome to the Sunday Cereal Stream. How's it going? Hope all is well with you here tonight. Apparently Logan Paul had another fight tonight. That's about as interested in the topic as I am. Too many champions I need. Plus, the bonus battle chips is nice. I know, because of the boost. I know. And the gold too, especially. We'll see. I want to, but we'll see. Cyber says, "Hello, Mr. Shoe. How is the cereal of choice for tonight?" Excellent. It is excellent. I am very much enjoying myself. It's one of those things where it's like, where I'm just playing and then I just like casually reach over and take a swig, and it's just like, that's how I know I found something that's I'm enjoying. So you get prowess or this one. Sweet. Now I can Horseman Wolverine and then just it's gonna be game over. Like with the police. You know, I didn't read through the article, so I'm just left to my imagination. Plus now, Horseman Wolverine has the Power Sting. So he's just like all kinds of disgusting damage. And I love every bit of it. Poor dude doesn't stand a chance. And question of the day, no. This game helped me meet so many wonderful people, so I feel like I can forgive the bugs, honestly. I like that. That's a very wholesome answer. I like that. Dash also saying, heck no. Very good. With the cereal, there's also the benefit of the chocolate milk at the end. Yes. Yes, yes. If you eat your cereal with milk, then absolutely. It's a win-win. Unfortunately, like, for me, I can't have milk for the stream here just because it'd be too much of a mess, but yeah, absolutely. I think that's where I'm at, though, too, with the game. It's like the bugs are really annoying, and it does distract from the fun and from the immersion, but it's not to a point now where it's like, I'm never gonna play this game ever again. That being said, I would appreciate continued progress to fixing said bugs. All right, Judah, just heads up, that's the first. That is the first of them right there. So I'm gonna get this, jump here, start the next zone, and then I'm gonna go claim it. Just get that extra loot. So double claim? Or is it just not updating? I think it's just not updating. Yeah. It's the exact same. That's funny. Got debuffs. So let's knock this one out. Make life a little bit easier. Boost Horseman Wolvie a little bit more. Yeah. Just disgusting amounts of damage. Oh, question of the day. No, but how they implement the next progression point might. I agree with Cyber that the community keeps me invested. The stream being case in point. I appreciate that, Dom. I really do appreciate that. Same's true for me. I would have quit this game. There have been times where I would have quit this game years ago were it not for Alliance mates and the community and just the friends and banter and just talking shop and then talking smack as well. You know. Just all have a good time. Sure. Oh no, let's boost. I don't need to. Let's boost the crit rating. Boosting the power stings would have been really nice, but I mean, like getting 2 power stings on these guys already anyway is enough for a full health KO. No need for overkill. Dash says, you might think I'm crazy, but I eat cereal with no milk. I don't think you're crazy. I know milk is like, you know, the addition of choice for most cereals, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Interesting. Interesting. Astro says, hello, hello. What up, Astro? Good to see you. How's it going? It's like, this would have been a fantastic node for Ghost had, you know, the bots been actually able to play Ghost the way she's meant to be played. But as such, just give me a chance to just come in and, you know, just wipe the floor a bit. Dash says, can I do this with you, the Zone 10 push? You're welcome to join in. I've got Bruce Wayne. He had dibs next. But if there's time afterwards, yeah, you got dibs, third dibs. Super close to beating 644, just need to grind out a revive. Good luck. You're almost there. If gifting was still a thing, I'd help out. I appreciate that. That's nice of you. What happened to gifting? Gifting got nixed, got banned a couple of years ago because people were abusing it for money laundering. True story. It was quite the thing. Oh, you waiting on me? It doesn't matter. Who's the incursion partner right now? Judah. Fury buffs gain potency. Oh, or no, crit rating. Let's do that. I'm excited for this year's gifting event. Me too, maybe. It depends what they do with the gifting crystals. Last year, they were completely the same as the year before. And now this year, with like 6 stars being everywhere and rank 4 materials entering the game, I kind of would like to see some of that in-game, you know? But we'll see. Rob, 635, done. Need a few pots and 636 will be over. It's easier than 6-2, I guess. Yeah, a little bit easier than 6-2. Grats, Verendra. Astro sending over a few bucks, or 179 rupees. Appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. That's very kind, very, very kind of you. Thank you much, Lee. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's get you up here on the wall of honor, my friend. Get that, right that. And push that live. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you muchly. Appreciate that, bud. Can you still ramp up APOC after you use the Horseman ability? I don't know. You used to be able to, but I think that might have been a bug. I'm not 100% sure, because I do remember Horsemaning somebody in the past and then starting to ramp them up again. Let's try it, actually. So you can wind up Horsemaning a number of people if a quest goes on long enough. There also was a bug where you could double Horseman somebody, which is kind of silly. But that's just... it just gets to a point where that's just excessive. Dexy, Dexy, Dex. Of course I get clipped because why not? There we go. Alright, so let's find out if he gets that extra charge still. I would like to say yes. That'd be really cool. Any Indian peeps out there? Happy Janmashtami? Happy Janmashtami. Shadow popping over. Sent over $5. Appreciate that. Shadow, thank you muchly, my friend. Thank you very much. Saying it's your boy, AQ Shadow, just stopping by to show support. Hey, bro. It's been so long. Sorry for not keeping around. I'm so busy these days. Keep grinding. It's all good, bud. I'm glad to have you here. It's a pleasure getting to see you and just chat for a bit again. Good luck with all the things you got going on. And again, thank you very much for sending over $5. Appreciate that. Thank you kindly. That's so thoughtful. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you muchly. That's so cool. Let's do this and get both of you guys on the Wall of Fame for the Spiffy Shoe Shine. Get Astro and with an exclamation mark. Let's do it that way. Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you kindly. So I guess not. Looking at APOC right here, he didn't get that extra charge. So I think it's back to being one and done. RC popping in saying, bro, what up, bud? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Serial Stream. So I'll just switch over to Claire, just so I don't have to worry about robotics and all that nonsense. Even though he is a science champion technically, I just don't want to deal with it. He can dex? Oh yeah, he's a Spider-Man bot, isn't he? Good lord. Silly spider bots. Astro, you'll have to forgive me just for my ignorance. But what is John Mashtani? Dash says, just need the Tier 5 CC selector from this October event. Nice. Speaking of mutants, Kitty Pryde looks crazy. Nimrod also looks nuts too. That special 3 on Nimrod looks straight savage. Yes, I am so looking forward to talking more about them tomorrow, I think I can say. Kabam's been doing a thing where they've been releasing the deep dives before the spotlights go live, and we're embargoed for the spotlights, so we can talk about what's on the deep dive because that's public knowledge now, but any insight from the spotlight is still embargoed till later. It's a very interesting position to be in. But yes, Kitty Pryde looks like she's going to be situationally nuts, and Nimrod too, as like the Omega Sentinel. Not Omega Sentinel, but like Boss Sentinel. Next year, how easy do you think 6 stars will be to get? I think they'll be very easy to get. They're commonplace, much more common now. Next year, I think they're going to be much, much more so. Dom sending over 12 bucks. Jesus, Jesus, dude. Jesus. That's crazy. Let's make it an even 20 for tonight. At least. Much love, Rob. Dom, you are too kind. You are much too kind. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's incredible, guys. That is incredible. Thank you guys so much. Astro, thank you. AQ Shadow, thank you. Dom, huge kudos, bud. The 3 of you guys, thank you. And everybody else just hanging out, too, just for the serial stream. I love it. I love it. Just getting to hang out with you guys is cool, but this is, like, insane. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's get everybody on the wall here. Double exclamation now. It still fits. Ish. You guys are just being... You guys are too much. I am lagging. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Judah. Let me get these nodes here. Strategic movement, sure. And second node. Dude, I heard that charm. That chime. What? What? Shadow. Shadow. Thank you, bud. Thank you very much. Nice. Thank you guys very, very much. Shadow sending over $7.01. And Dom with 3. You guys are being so kind. So kind. Thank you. I am at a loss for words right now. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Game didn't like we're jumping to Sector 6. But you guys are too much. I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. It means so much. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Yeah, get the thing here. Judah, don't forget your objective thing either. Kitty Pryde, yes. Kitty Pryde looking like she's a modified version of Ghost, kind of, with that phasing. So she looks like she's going to be pretty good, and then Nimrod is the first metal champion that can negate Magneto, which is really nice too. Not nice like they're nerfing Magneto, but like nice that there's finally a counter to it, you know? You guys. Astra's gonna go right a diss track in the corner. Uh-oh. It's a Sanskrit originated word meaning birth. Janmashtami is the annual festival in India to celebrate the birth of Krishna. Very cool. So how do you guys usually celebrate? Bruce Wayne saying, what was that? I don't know. What was that? Odd numbers make me itchy. Well, I do appreciate that. I appreciate that very, very much. Thanks, Dom. Thanks, Shadow. Thanks, everybody. Big kudos to Astro. Thank you, everybody. Astro says, Nimrod, armor breaks suffer 1,000 or 100% potency. Laughs in Odin. Yeah, it's interesting because that kind of makes him Cosmic Ghost Rider resistant too. So they're really going after some of those like meta god champs. Of course, the caveat to all of this is that it really depends on how they wind up playing in game. Because oh, that's fun. All the nodes on this thing are moot because we're both heroes. It really depends on how they implement it in game. Because, you know, we've seen before where champs look really cool on paper, but then we get them in game and they either play funny or their animations aren't like optimally aligned for, you know, playing smart or something, some shenanigans. So, you know, there is always still that grain of salt still, but otherwise, yes, they do look pretty good. Oh, dude, it's such an insane festival on my side, but my office doesn't provide a off day even today. Oh, ouch. Asher says, wait, you're eating cereal in a glass? No, it's a plastic cup. It's a plastic cup. But yes, in a cup. I don't normally. Only when I'm pretty much only when I'm doing the live streams here. Just because it's a lot easier just having a cup to just pick up and grab and take a swig of cereal than having like a bowl and spoon and, knowing me, just wind up making a mess everywhere. Cough, cough, Psycho Man. Yes, exactly, Psycho Man. So I think I'm allowed to say it. I don't know why not. But, I've been lobbying so hard for a Psycho Man buff on the CCP server. That dude, because that dude on paper is so good. It's just that in game, he is so not good. I don't know, I don't think it matters. Shame you don't get the day, though. Nimrod seems like mystic food, weirdly enough, getting all those buffs. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything that he's like nullify immune. So in that case, absolutely. Get Doom in there, or get Claire in there, and just go to town. Just added time to catch your interview with the XN interviews on Spotify. It's a good one, mate. Yeah, check it out. They do interviews once a week with a different member of the community. And it's always a really good listen, too. So I'm happy to give those guys a shout out. And yes, Dom was featured recently. Uh-oh. No. Stop it. Stop it. Bad wasp. Seems you had fun, Dom. That's what matters at the end of the day. Glad to be part of the community. P.S. Please, buff Thor Rags. Yep. Thor Rags is a champion I could see going for like a top to bottom rework. Because like everything he does has been completely replaced by White Widow. Like he was the shock skilled champion for the longest time, and then White Widow rolls around. And then it's like, yeah, we don't really need you anymore for that, Thor. His power gain is nominally annoying, but man, his damage is just not good. Like, he needs so much ramp up for such a mediocre amount of damage. Whereas White Widow is just like, I'm just going to do a couple light attacks and you're going to melt. You know? Nimrod's awakening ability seems like a really nice thing to have. Yes. Yeah, but that's how they get you. Either getting you to burn an awakening gem or try and get two. That's going to be a push. Celebration is totally fun. It's a competitive sport to make a human tower called the Dahi Handi. Hope I didn't butcher the enunciation of that. Please, you've got to look this up on YouTube. They try and break a pot filled with curd and butter. Interesting. I will check that out, because now I'm really interested. I love learning things about new to me, about new celebrations, you know. Huh. I really thought Kitty would have had a synergy with Jugs, just for a callback to the X-Men Last Stand. We were quite disappointed about that as well. Or at least buff Juggernaut to give him a synergy with her. Something. Cool deal. Claim the thing. And last one. Sure, let's just do some easy heals. Why not? I don't really need the buffs at this point. This round. I don't even know what 5-star Penny went for, going for in round 2, and I need to gauge how much time I need to spend. So I think like place 200 was like 60 mil, something like that. So I don't know what the cutoff was, but I know that. They probably would have to just leave it at that, Cyber. I think they may wind up running into some Disney hurdles if they kept going with it. For real, I'm gonna butcher this. I'm really sorry, my friend. For Elias, stopping and saying, hello there, Rob. Hey there, hi there. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday and happy cereal stream to you, my friend. Again, I'm sorry if I completely mishandled that. But it's good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Yo, Rob, just enjoying some wings so I can have the energy to do incursions. Aw, dude. What kind of wings? Or like, what sauce? I haven't had wings in a long while. And you saying that right now makes me really want some. Celebration is to replicate what baby Krishna used to do with his friends for a treat. People train for a month for the Dai Handi. Great to be a part of that. Awesome to watch live or on TV. Yeah. I bet. And it's a fun way to celebrate tradition, too. Okay, good. I usually put up about 55 mil, and I'm usually in the 300s, so it should be fine. Yeah, just from what I gauge. And then it probably is going to go down a little bit, too. Because usually round 2 of the second featured champion of the month usually goes down a little bit, just because everybody's so focused on the next month's champs, and then especially since Kitty and Nimrod both not only are fan favorites, but actually look like they're going to be pretty decent, too. Probably gonna drive down interest a little bit. Next month seems so underwhelming. May just do some Karina wall challenges, maybe. That's not a bad idea either. Get some of those out of the way. But hey, whichever way. You do you. I'm probably gonna be trying to do both. Just like the monthly stuff just because it's timed, but I really should get going on some of that Karina stuff too. Poison again. Man, I'll just do it with no power. Did 55 for Shang and Overseer and did fine. 65 for Herc. And did the same bracket. Gotta be careful. With buffed Hood here, he is particularly annoying if you get clipped. But I do have buff cornucopia on. I forgot about that, so that's easy peasy. Those cutoffs were nuttier than a squirrel under an acorn tree. I'm gonna need to remember that one. That one's good. One small question. I heard that there's no side event next month, but also there's something called repetitive quest to do. So what it seems like they're doing is they're combining September and October together for like a combined prize pool, where if you stick with it through October, then there's some extra goodies for us at the end. I think maybe they're trying to just mix it up a little bit. Would you advise a Karina challenge or the begin exploration of Abyss, only done one path? Karina's challenge. It's shorter and the prizes are better relative to the work put in. Like, I would only say Abyss if you plan to 100% it, because the 100% rewards are pretty good. But each path is kind of like, by today's standards, each path is kind of like, You get a tier 5 basic, I think you get a tier 2. But, again, by today's standards, it's like, that's nice, but it's a lot easier to get that now, you know? Excuse me. These wings are super hot. The desert wings. That may tap out. I like heat on wings. It's like I like heat in my food. But if it's like super hot, if it gets to be like oppressively hot, that's where I draw the line. It's like I still want to be able to taste the wing too. But the question then to you, Bruce, is do you dig it? Because if you dig super hot stuff, then that's right up your alley. James says, yo, what up, James? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Cereal Stream. How's it going? Let's do that. Have I 100%ed the Summer of Pain finale? No, not yet. I gotta do that here in the next couple of days. I've only done one path, so I've only done a completion. I still gotta do the other 5. I have to do the other 5 because the loot is too good not to. But right now, as of like right this split second, I'm not excited about it. I do it because I need to do it. But again, not jumping up and down. We'll see. We'll see how it goes as soon as I start diving into it. Hope for the best. People are using Havoc for energy adoption node. Won't it be more fun to use Bishop as he's more energy resistant and benefits with prowesses and direct damages the opponent? It's worth a try now. It's worth a try now. What used to be the issue with Bishop is that he couldn't fire specials off fast enough to offset the damage that he took by having as many prowess as he did. Like, the animation to do a special attack just took too long that he was still getting KO'd, even though you were just firing him off back to back to back. But I haven't tried that post buff, so I don't know. It'd certainly be interesting to try and find out. Got 2 more paths in Abyss left, but the game keeps releasing content that is temporary and way better reward-wise. I'm so close, so every month I put it off and I get sad. I'm sure one of these months, though, Dom, you got to get it in before 7.3. 7.3 is still slated to come out this year, and when it does, then, you know, that's going to be one more thing for you. That's not for a little minute. Still need to do completion. I just suck at fighting Grandmaster. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that path where it's like you gotta have 8 charges or whatever to be able to competences to be able to fight him. That's going to be particularly annoying. Come on, my dude. There we go. No buffs for you. Come on. Throw that. More immunities. Oh, he shrugged off my debuff immunity. That's lame. I don't appreciate that. Do a little bit more damage than that. Should go for the KO. Ah, so close. So close. Cold snap got me. May not be a good deal, but I swapped all 30 of my stashed level 1 revives for 15 level 2s. They'd have expired anyways. If they were going to expire anyways, it was a good trade. So, yeah, don't feel bad about that. I'm currently making a really long showcase of a champ currently, just to show others the potential the champ can reach. Currently not that popular, but still, who about it? Who about it, user? It's a mystic. Jane Thor? That's my guess. That'd be a great comparison video, Havoc versus Bishop on energy adoption. It would be, actually. This will be interesting, except for degen. It's a good thing I got all the powers thing on me. That helps speed things up a little bit. And hopefully if I can keep the regens up, the regen will offset the degen. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. And regarding update video CCP make, you can make a too long didn't read shorts video of the update releases. That's not a bad idea. Also, shouldn't the massive compensation be coming out soon? Didn't they say they'd send it by the end of the month? I honestly have lost track of the compensation and what compensates what. Because they seem to be sending out compensation like every other week for something or another. But to my knowledge, they haven't sent out like the big compensation yet. So you got freezer burn, that's fun. Probably freezer burn because I don't have a great counter for that. See what nodes we get here. Yeah, let's boost degen for APOC. That's actually really good. Only 2 featured crystals I regret not going for is the OG Wolvie one and the 6-star one with the Ghost APOC Professor X. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, don't feel too bad because, like, the odds of getting any one of those 3 were rough. I went for that one like crazy and I didn't get either of them. Well, no, Professor X and APOC were in different crystals. That's right. Because I went for the APOC one an awful lot and got nothing. The Professor X was part of the Cosmic Ghost Rider one. Him I got a couple of times. I had one already, but I got him a couple more times after that. But then, yeah, Ghost was in there as well, and she was quite the prize if you lucked out and got her. Get you concussion too, in addition to that degen. Refresh everything. And that, because that concussion's up, then that should do nice things for that evade. Just gotta watch my block proficiency now. Dom, do you teach all kinds of dance or a specific dance? Wait, what? That's what I get for not paying attention. There we go. Also, Shang-Chi comes out this week. Can't wait to see it. I am very cautiously optimistic about it. I really want it to be good. I really want it to be good. But Black Widow left such a bad taste in my mouth that now I'm like, I don't want to get my hopes up. Because I was really hoping that one was good too. And, not really what I was hoping for. APOC, Professor X, and Space Ghost were all in the same 6-star featured? Nah. Nah, APOC was separate. APOC was in a separate one. APOC was part of the next one. Professor X was the cutoff. I'm 99% positive. I didn't go for it at that point because I already had duped Ghost and 6-star Professor X. I didn't realize how much I wanted Space Ghost and APOC back then. The 5-star, I think they were both together, but I think the 6-star, they were separate. That's right. No, stop with the stun. Alright, so now I gotta be careful. Get that concussion up, and that's gonna help with the evade an awful lot. D-Gen going too. Wait, refresh that concussion. And I think we should be sitting really nice now. Just still gotta watch out for that block proficiency. No! Stupid. I have a concussion on you. Don't evade me. There we go, let's see what this does. PP popping in and saying, hey Rob, dog's pretty yummy. Where does it rank? Top half for sure. It's a tight fight for the top, like, 25% of cereals. It's quite nummy. It's quite nummy. So, kudos. Kudos to Annie's and Cocoa Bunnies. But I hope you're doing well, bud. Good to see you. Dom teaches all kinds. I work with high school show choir, so it's pretty broad in terms of the styles implemented. Very nice. Do you contract with one school in particular, or one district in particular, or do you travel all around? Just depending. James says we rank cereal. Yep. On this channel we do. So every week, every Sunday is a different cereal on the cereal stream. I've been doing this for 37 weeks now. This is week 37. So by the time we get to week 52, I want to put out a tier list. A year's worth of cereals ranked. So as I get a new one each week, then it's like, all right, well, where am I, kind of sensing this is going to wind up falling? And this one here, there we go. It's pretty nummy. Professor X was the cutoff in the 5-star featured? Ah, okay, then I have no idea. I'll take your word on it. Who'll be the better option for the first rank 3 for Thronebreaker? Unawakened Bishop or Sig 20 Havoc? Don't want a rank 3 Domino, so she's out of the race. I'd say probably Bishop. Just because he's a real monster now, post-buff. Havoc is such a one-hit wonder. Like, he does that one thing, and that's it. He does it well, but it's kind of like, There's so many other different mutant champions you would use instead that could get KOs faster than he could get to that special 2. Especially since you gotta throw a special 1 first to really kind of make a razzle-dazzle sort of thing. Plus, Bishop with Incinerate now is really nice. Nice, Judah. Well played. Good run, bud. Very good run. Thank you very much for the 10 rounds there. Cheers, bud. Captain Crunch with berries is in a tier of its own. Tell me I'm wrong. You are not wrong. It was quite numbing. Had that a few months ago. It was quite numbing. But I definitely found myself gravitating more towards the berries than the rest of the Captain Crunch. Alright, so got that. Oh, hey, stuff to claim. Like, actually stuff to claim. Like, the things that I can actually unlock in the store instead of, like, another boost or a profile pick that I'm never going to use. Interesting. Boost, profile pick, and a thingy. Cool. Alright, so let's do that. Concluded. Thank you. I was just there. Let's force quit this because it's going to crash inevitably anyway. I'm employed through the district in my hometown as well as 2 other districts near San Diego. Other than that, I'm freelance, which is where I make most of my income in a year. Absolutely. I work all over the U.S. Very cool. And yeah, no worries on the future. Doesn't matter at this point. It's water under the bridge. No, I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right. I just remember it being an insane crystal that everybody was going for. And I remember seeing, like in my alliance, people were pulling APOC after APOC after APOC and after APOC. And I was getting none of that. I was rather quite jealous. That's a regular on fist. Someone's going for Spidey. So, okay, so do I have enough for 5-star shards? This one. 6-star shards, I mean. Nope. Barely nope. That's funny. Maybe after the next round. G popping up saying, what up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Serial Stream. I hope you are doing well. Good to see ya. Took a month break from MCOC. Welcome back. How's the break? Alrighty, Bruce Wayne, you're up next, bud. Feel free to send over an invite or a friend request. We'll get that going. I like to claim the summer camp stuff from the stash. The scrolling they force us to do is criminal. I don't disagree. Boom! 2-star Corvus out of the collector crystals. I'm retiring now. It's been fun and all. Dude, it's going to be that way with me when I finally get that 2-star Elsa. I would trade all of my 2-stars for a 2-star Elsa. And if I get a bonus Tigra with it too, then that'd be pretty nice as well. But that's what I'm going for. Game feels like MCU right now. I like it, but I'm really detached and caring very less nowadays. Yeah, funny how that works, huh? Hopefully that just means it's gonna just weave itself back in. I've opened so many 5-star duel for APOC. The game gave me Professor X and Nick unexpectedly, but still my hunts is on. I'm about 10 to 15 champs away from having all the 5-star skill mutant roster. Nice. Getting there. You're absolutely getting there. Is Spidey 99 good? Yes. Is he good? Is he going to replace any of your other science champions anytime soon? No. Is he better than, I don't know, some of the other recent science offerings? No, because he's very particular and requires a lot of skill and time to ramp up. So he's not bad, but I wouldn't prioritize him as a rank up, which is kind of a shame. He's got a very interesting kind of kit, but I'm pretty lukewarm about him. T.S. Darshanth popping in, saying, "Hey Rob, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everything going with you tonight? I hope you are doing well. Good to have you. Thanks for the Incursion run, but gotta go. All right, Judah, take care, bud. Thank you muchly." In other news, says Dom, "I'm out for the evening, all. Rob, take care, my friend. Catch everyone on the flip." Hey, take care, Dom. Be well, bud. Alrighty, does anybody want to do a quick couple rounds in Incursions just for kicks? I was grinding the Spidey chips to get Awakening Crystals for Nick, but I got a Mystic Awakening gem, so I gave it to Doom. I see this as a major win. And I opened another, got a Science one. Nice. Nice. See, that's really good. It wound up working out. Not exactly what you were going for, but still a really nice, solid runner-up. So let's see, can I get anything with those two new tokens? I gotta do that still too, I forgot. So I'd like this, but I need to spend all these things first. I don't have any. I don't want to. See, I don't want to waste tokens on this useless stuff that I'm never gonna use. But I have to spend a set amount of tokens first before I can get to the good stuff. Which is such a drag. Because I can't just jump ahead to this. I gotta get this first. And I don't need 5-star SIGs. I don't need most of this either, but... Probably could just get that 10%. I've already gotten a lot of other things. Oh, I don't even have enough yet. Never mind. Cyber asked, I might have asked this before, but have you had Fruity and or Cocoa Pebbles on the cereal stream before? And if so, where do you place them? I have had Cocoa Pebbles. I'm pretty sure I've had Fruity Pebbles too. I'm pretty sure. Like 70% sure. It's gotten to the point where if I don't check my list of what I've had already. Okay, so I've not. I got it switched. I've had Fruity Pebbles, and they were pretty nummy. I have not had Cocoa Pebbles yet, but I had the Easter variety, the birthday cake Fruity Pebbles, which is the same idea as the Fruity Pebbles, just more of like a vanilla cake kind of bit. Those ones were not good. Fruity Pebbles are pretty good. Actually, no, I take it back. Fruity Pebbles I enjoyed quite a bit. I do like the fruity taste in cereal a bit more. It'll be interesting to see how I wind up placing between Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and then Trix, because they're all effectively similar variations of the same idea. It's going to be a very interesting list. Give it to my Void. Good choice. Good choice. Grinded more than I decided to get a 4-star Nexus. I had to choose between Elsa Bloodstone and Thing and Guardian. Interesting. Who did you go for? Chose Thing. There you go. So my buddies were opening some penny calves. I had enough for one, and I said, watch me get penny first try. And boom, brand new 5-star penny. Dude, that's so lucky. That is so, so lucky. Good on you. Good on you. TS, can we do Sector 7 till Room 10? Could we do Sector 7 to like 7, was it 6? 6 or 7, that's the cutoff for the whatchamacallit, for some of the shard artifacts. I think 10 is pushing to get some of the 6-star shards, but I'd do that 6 or 7 milestone for sure. Cocoa Pebbles are so good. Might be a tad too chocolatey though. Wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. Getting Count Chocula on this list at some point? Yes. So Count Chocula, Frankenberries, and I forget the other third one, Boo Berries maybe. Those ones are all coming out. Should be coming out next month. Should start seeing those in stores. So yeah, all 3 of them are going to be on there. Because if it's a year-long tier list, I gotta have the 3 Halloween cereals on there, you know? Awesome. Cool deal, bud. Shoot over a friend request to rob.vonShoe. We'll get that going. Any tips on using Thing? If you want to use them offensively, you got to pair them up with Champion. And then Heimdall, preferably, to give him a little bit more survivability at low health. Because that's where he winds up shining. He winds up getting a whole boatload of Furies at super low health. You need the Heimdall to just prevent yourself from getting KO'd. And then Champion is the synergy you need to get all those Furies. But then once you're all ramped up there, then you get all those permanent Furies and you can just go to town. Okay, yeah, let's do all 10. Let's do all 10. Why not? Let's do it. Other than that, yeah, I mean, James is right. It's it can be a pretty straightforward thing elsewise. So Thing needs support, preferably, yeah. He can fly solo if you need like one killer app synergy. Torch is a big plus as well. Plus you've got a Human Torch on the roster, and he's going to be able to clear a lot of stuff for you too. Gotcha. Let's do it. So for this one, let's see, who do I want to rev up first? Let's do an Angela run. Make her a worthy Norseman. Just gotta find where Odin's hiding at. Do that, and then yeah, I want to do switch as well, but I may Let's see. Are these guys aren't rarity capped, are they? No, they're not. Okay, so let's do it this way. And I hope this doesn't... no, it's probably going to drive the PI down too far. Odin already is super low for 7. Actually, I might be able to get away with it. Let me try it. If it winds up fussing, then I'll just switch it. But we'll do it this way. So then I'll have 2 worthy champions. That's the idea, at least. Start off making Scarlet Witch a worthy Norseman, and then swap out the 4-star for the 5-star Odin, and then make Angela worthy. And then just go to town from there. But PI is probably going to be... It's probably going to squawk. But... No, guess not. Let's do it. Oh, that Hercules. Jealous. He's pretty cool. He's really cool. I don't think I can fit a Heimdall between Quake and Doom and Nick and CGR and Thing. That's kind of the kicker. You can run him by himself, but if you really need damage, you got to have a synergy with that too. I'll take the right side. So if you could then take 2. And then you just let me know which node you want taken down too. Also, I opened a 5-star dual class yesterday and got Gambit. Gambit is a lot better post-buff. So, I mean, he's got that going for him. I've got more than 40 rank 5 and a healthy Cosmic roster. Just got Hercules 5-star. Would you say I should max him? 100%. 100%. 565, Sig 200. He benefits from both a high level rank and a high Sig ability too. The higher his Sig ability, the longer he can stay invincible at like 1 health. So yes, absolutely. Now that the teaser is out, thoughts on Kitty Pryde? It all comes down to how she feels once you play her, and that we won't know about until, you know, she's in game and it's too late. On paper, she seems really interesting. I like... We'll have to wind up seeing how practical it is for her phasing. I think it's a little annoying that basically she does what Ghost needs like 3 synergies to do. She just does it a little bit worse. So we'll have to see how that winds up like actually playing out. I want to be cautiously optimistic because it really looks cool again on paper, but I don't know. We'll see. Cautiously optimistic. So I should have chosen Guardian. It's up to you. I mean, I would have, me being me, I would have gone Elsa, but that's just because she's my personal favorite champ to play. Any of those 3 options would have been good. So I don't feel that you chose poorly. I think you made a good choice. Yeah, Gambit got buffed a few months back. Or no, about last year? Early this year, late last year, something like that. Yeah. Is Elsa good? Yes. Elsa is a god tier bonkers underrated champion. She is nuttily good. She's really nuts. Like to the point where I am very tempted to have her as my first rank 4 6-star. And there's the parry bug coming into play. Love it. Man, I really need a good mutant champ. Gambit is good. He's a lot better than he was. I'd still say that he's like middle of the road, but that's only because he's also competing now with the likes of like Archangel and Professor X and Magneto and APOC. And that's a very, very densely populated class with a lot of good champions. Nimrod looks awesome though. I like how he calls in the Sentinels and then blasts you with a giant beam. The animation team this year and last year too has just been like beyond god tier in terms of their like the level of detail and interest and art that they put into the champions' animations and their special attacks. It just looks really cool. Nah, PP. I know you're joking, but nah. It's a learning opportunity. And besides, I am never not gonna talk up how good Elsa Bloodstone is. Now there's a YouTube title. God tier, bonkers, utterly broken. It's true. It is absolutely true. Oh no, dang it. Damn it. I wanted to switch Odin's. Nuts. That's alright. I'll do it next round. Just mindlessly punching buttons. And that's totally fair. That's totally fair. At this point, there are so many god tier champions in the game that there's no way to play them all. Like, you could have a full A team, full B team, and a full C team of god tier champions, and you still would be missing out on some. And if you go by like Seaton's tier list, then we've moved on to a point where it's like we don't even use god tiers anymore. It's like it's got to be a beyond god tier. And even that's a very densely populated category. But I guess on the other hand, just playing devil's advocate, that gives a there's always an opportunity to learn new characters, you know? Some like really good, solid new characters. Especially the way they keep buffing new people every month too. When are we gonna get a choice to turn off synergies? This year, allegedly. They're working on Masteries 2.0 to go along with Relics, which is still slated to be released this year sometime. But we haven't heard any news about that since the last dev diary a few months back. So you guys know the same thing that I know, because I don't even know if they know. It's a whole lot of wait and see, you know. But hopefully, that and like preset loadouts and whatnot. Certainly long overdue. I heard that Awakened Void is good. He is very good. Unawakened Void is good. Awakened Void is even better. So if you got a Void, he is worth max rank. Whether it's a 4-star, 5-star, or 6-star, he is worth max rank. Super, super useful. Well played. Get another buff. I'm hoping I don't get buff cornucopia yet. I hope I get that closer to like zone 5 or 6 or something like that. Because that would be a wasted effort now. Two favorite champs are Mole Man and Diablo. Have a synergy that gives everyone a chance to purify a debuff, so Diablo loses the damage mastery poison all the time. Yeah, it's an unfortunate side effect for a very cool synergy. It's like one of the few times the synergy actually hurts somebody as opposed to help somebody. Three? Gotcha. I'm gonna remember to switch out Odin's this time. And it should still work, because it's a different Odin I'm swapping in, so I should still be able to Norseman Angela. Should be able to. Let's find out. I have a 4-star Awakened Void. What makes Void good? If he's awakened, he gets his Sig ability gives him something called Fear the Void. So what that does is that combines the 3 debuffs he procs throughout the fight and combines them into one passive that's going to be active for a long amount of time. So what that winds up doing is it winds up doubling down on the debuffs that he procs already anyway. So the 3 debuffs Void gets, and it just pops up randomly every 10 seconds or so, is that he can petrify somebody, which is reverse or reduce the potency of heals, and power gain. He can reduce the likelihood of evade triggering. I think the third one is reduce attack or crit chance, something like that. And those stack 2 times each. So Fear the Void will just say for the regen and the power gain. If you get Fear the Void, which is 2 of those power reduction buffs combined, and stack 2 more, well, then you start running into the probability that you're going to be able to invert power gain, invert regen. So it's a really great counter for really annoying nodes, such as like a King Groot here. You'd be hampering or inverting all of the regen that King Groot gets, which is very, very useful. Plus, he's got a whole boatload of health, so he can tank a lot of hits, which is a big plus. He's Incinerate immune, which is still a fairly uncommon invulnerability. And just have a good time. The nice thing about Void is that he's good unawakened too. He does not get the Fear of the Void, so The max stacks it can get are 2 a piece before they fall off, and you got to start from 0 again. But yeah, he's a very, very good character. All right, I'll take boss. Buff them Furies. Let's go Skrull. Let's Tango. Got Encroaching Stun. Cool. Hard part is to choose who to swap out. Yeah. It really just depends on like which champions can cover the most amount of bases, you know. I think that's not gonna work because it's a special 3, so it doesn't count for encroaching stun, which is very silly. That does no damage for some reason. I think just because it's Super Skrull and he's just a noodle. That's my guess. So once you find out like which champion doesn't cover enough bases, then that's how you find your weak link. Sweet. Moving on. I think I'll swap out Ghost because I'm horrible playing as her. Yeah, I mean, if you feel good about that, then yeah, by all means. Which one should I take? And that's the thing, though, too. I mean, you always hear stories and see videos about people using Ghost and just, like, absolutely melting content. And that's all good and great and whatnot. But, you know, she's got a really unique playstyle, and that playstyle isn't necessarily for everybody, and it doesn't fit every situation. So, yeah, go for it. Heavy hitters are Space Ghost, Nick, and Doom anyways. Yeah. And Quake is just great. Yeah, Quake is almost a better cheat code than Ghost. So if you like Quake, then yeah, absolutely, bench Ghost. You almost don't need both. Beautiful. Hey, what up, Jacob? Jacob stopping by saying, good morning, Rob. Well, good morning, Jacob. How are you? Welcome to the Sunday Serial stream. How's it going? So this guy's going to throw special 2s more frequently, supposedly. We'll see. We'll see. Disgusting. Angela's just amazing. I'm so glad that they decided to buff Angela. Actually, since I am Angela, yeah, this A-bomb should not be an issue. Just, small arms, bummer. Just means I can't spam heavies in the corner. But I should have more than enough buffs that poison just isn't an issue. Should you use Void in Incursions? He's not a bad choice because he can tank a lot of damage, and with very skilled gameplay, you can dance around annoying nodes and just let the debuffs do the work for you. Because Void inflicts a lot of direct damage for each debuff on the opponent, which is nice. Thing is, though, that might wind up taking a while. So if you're patient and you're willing to sit through potentially very long fights, then yes, for sure. Jacob says, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing really well. Today has been a fantastic cap off of a very busy but very good weekend. Last week was also it was a very good experience, and I'm looking forward to next week. Just because I got a couple of things that are going to be coming into play during the week. I'm really interested to see how that all plays out. I don't know. I don't think it matters. But is he good enough for my current Incursion team? Nick, Quake, and Doom. I don't know. Because you would be swapping out Quake for Void, and Quake's passive concussion, like if you can Quake effectively, she can bypass, I think, more stuff than he can. So probably not. Probably not. So I always forget which animation is which for the mutant bot. Guess we'll find out. Electro. Gotcha. I got you, game. Those juicy armor breaks going. And going for the KO. Beautiful. I think it's probably for the best. You got a really solid team going right now already. Boost them armor ups a bit. To fight this fun bot. Not too particularly fussed. Just gotta make sure to pay attention to Typhoon based off of how many specialties he winds up throwing. But if I can, like, try and bait him out to not throw specials and push him to a special 2, then that's going to delay Typhoon, which I can use potentially to my favor. We'll see. Dude's particularly trigger happy. Especially since these are passive shocks and Angela can't shrug that stuff off. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Very low on ISO from maxing Doom and Quake and Nick and Space Ghost. Yep. It's kind of a unfortunate feeling going back to square one like that and having to get all those resources all over. Alright. Let's go rinse this Ultron. Let's go rinse him. Limited immunity, beautiful. Tranquility and tyranny, so no power. Alright. Would have been nice if it was the other way around, because if Angela just kept getting power, I could heavy spam, but... ah, well. But just because I don't get any power doesn't mean I don't get any buffs, and that's where the fun happens. Nice little bit of teleporting there. Thanks, Ultron. Cancel out those heals. Try and bait out a special. Should be evading. There we go. Text that. It's nice that they got the evade timer up there. It's unlike Loltron where you just kind of have to guess. And remember. And still guess. There you go. Beautiful. You couldn't have you spam. He evades. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I remember that after the fight started. I was like, oh, yeah. Buffed Ultron. That's right. That's right. Well, it wound up working out pretty good anyway. Let's do that. Halfway through. Keep on going. Nice. We'll see what time it is. We'll see what time it is. I'd like to, but may not be able to tonight. We'll see. Definitely two. What about you? See what note we're going for there. But just take a nice, quick stretch break. Four, you got it. Stretch breaks are always nice. Help stay a little bit more limber, a little bit more alert. This game's hard enough as it is without having to deal with other perpetual nonsense. Figure switch should be more than enough, provided I don't choke and get clipped by that unblockable special. Bye-bye, dude. 100,000! 100,000! Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I love it. But good lord, just a little bit of overkill there. Just a little bit. That's nuts. So, yeah, let's do that again. Definitely would have been nice if that had worked first time, though. Alright, you do your invisible thing. The power steel thing, that's nice. That works. Switch is very nostalgic, says Jacob, especially with the potent regen. Yes, and then especially in Incursions too. And this is even without buff cornucopia. That's why I love bringing Switch and Angela both into Incursions, because I mean, for one, you can make them both worthy Norsemen, and that just is a huge boost to both of them already. But then if you get buff cornucopia too, they just become absolutely broken in terms of like beyond god tier capability. So we got Plagued Mind, Unstoppable. This will be interesting. Yeah, geez, Hercules is extremely good. He's extremely good. Alright, so that... He's going to be unstoppable for a little minute. That's fine. Just come back in here and just finish the job. Beautiful. Just take one more node and then maybe heal next round. We'll see. Oh yeah, there we go. Tide of Combat. Now's the time to start busting out the nice perks. As good as Nick? Better than Nick. He's better than Nick. Oh, you could probably just tap the screen randomly and you'd win eventually with hold switch. Such a cheat code. Yeah, they roundabout nerfed the 5-star version in order to like feel halfway okay releasing her. Just kind of silly. But we got her, and she still is really good, so at least that much. Yeah. Give him a sec to look it over. Yeah, I mean, Shang-Chi and Nick Fury are like two totally different champs that do different things. For me personally, I like Hercules better because he has a little bit better survivability at high sig levels at very low health than Nick does. But you can't discount Nick entirely, you know. I think a lot of it's personal preference. I personally think that Hercules is better than Nick, but that's also kind of just me. Yeah, I do. And the main reason for that, Jacob, is that there are too many bleed immune champs. There's like bleed immunity is like I think the most common immunity in the game, and that's what kills it for me. So Herc is more viable against more champs. even though he's got a much longer like ramp up and whatnot. That being said, there are a lot of fights where Nick can just rinse an opponent faster than Hurt can, but overall, yeah. Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. There we go. We're okay. Man, that, if she threw that special too, that'd have been game over. Yeah. Keep boosting attack. God mode Angela. She's so nuts. If you guys have an Angela and have not had a chance to take her out for a spin or rank her up yet, I definitely gotta implore you guys do that. It is so worth it. Nick is better to me. Granted, I don't have a Herc, and he excels the game modes I care about the most, which is Alliance War and Alliance Quest. I get that. I get that. Take out the unblockable there. Bait out another special probably. Yeah. Get like no special damage. Nothing for specials. I mean, granted, I don't have any buffs on me to increase that special attack damage in the first place, but, you know. Details, details. Nick has a special place in my heart because of the old counter attacks for Void. Yeah, I see that. You always got your favorites. Uh-oh. 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 I don't know why the dude caught me completely snoozing on that. Come on. Come on. Man, son of a biscuit. God dang it. Stupid Colossus. There he goes, switch. Man, why was this guy just... He's got a natural crit resist, I think, right? Yeah, I mean, that's got to be it, because nothing was working. Nothing was proccing. Nothing by extension was critting. And that power gain at the end just completely... I should have remembered he has that power gain. Or increased power rate, I should say. But man, what a drag. Bummer. Would I use a rank 1 to 2 skill gem on Unawakened Kingpin? Yeah. Yeah, I would. I would. I have fun with Kingpin. I think he's a good champion. I think his buff is really good. Let's do that. Save buff cornucopia for another time. So let's see what we got here for Red Skull. No retreat and fight or flight. That's very conflicting nodes. Let's do number 1. What about you? Which one should I take? If you got a preference. 3, coming up. Let's see what we got in store here node-wise. Hey, what up, everybody? We got raid incoming, Music Man Joe and Redwood, part of the Immortal Luck raid. What up, guys? Taz, part of the Immortal raid. Taz, how are you, my friend? Happy Sunday. Everybody, welcome to the Sunday Serial Stream. I am Rob vonShoe. Pleasure having you guys here. I'm doing incursions with subs, and we're just all hanging out, chowing down on Annie's Cocoa Bunny cereal, which is surprisingly nummy. And we're just, you know, ending the week and starting the week on a high note. Thank you guys for stopping in, and thank you also very much for that raid. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Leo also stopping by, part of the Immortal Luck raid. Excellent. Was having some SpaghettiOs, and it was tasteless garbage. I don't know why I liked them so much as a kid. Maybe the novelty of just like the shape, or the whoever the fun character shape was. Because like SpaghettiOs, I think, did a thing like mac and cheese did, where they had like character-shaped noodles. Nice, Taz. Congrats on being done with the gauntlet. What kind of cereal is that? It's like a like Cocoa Pebbles, but much less offensively sugary. Very nummy, but not like as in your face like as some of the other chocolate cereals can be. All right, come on, Red Skull. So all I gotta do is build up to a special, and his armor breaks are done. I also gotta make sure I don't get tagged with special, or by a debuff, because then I'm in trouble. That. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just got done eating some honey Cheerios myself. Nice. Now, did you have those just straight up, just cereal and nothing else, or did you mix in some milk or some fruit or something else with it too? Looks like he's got Ant-Man. Excellent. I don't know, I'm strange, just because I wanted to nom on so much cereal during the live streams here, or just when I'm sitting at my station here. I always wanted to pour it into a cup, but like hold off on milk or anything else just to, you know, keep the mess down. But that sounds pretty numbing. Man, as soon as I say I wish I get a good mutant, I get a flippin' 5-star Archangel. There you go. There you go. See, there you go. There's your god tier mutant. If you got an Awakening gem for it, then Archangel is one of like the top 3 champions in the game worthy of a Awakening gem. But good on you, bud. That is exceptionally lucky. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Need to advance to that node, please. Now I can get some heals. Yeah. And switches back in it. Just in case I need her for the last couple. And odds are. Odds are I probably will. So we got Sparkles. I'm alright with that. Take down 1. And who should I take? Tips for Archangel. The best tips for Archangel come when he's awakened. And when he's awakened, it's parry heavy, parry heavy, parry heavy, and you win. Unawakened, though, it's just spamming a lot of special 1 to get as much like bleed damage as you can. And then wind up winning the game afterwards. But he really does need an awakening to get that sort of like bonkers damage that he gets. Alright, Elsa. Let's dance. Nice thing about Angela is that she doesn't proc any damaging debuffs like that, so I don't need to worry about getting degen on me, which is a big help. Come on. Attacks. 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 Yeah, okay, that's fine. Like I said, I mean, Archangel can... Oh, man. Archangel can still get the loud dot damage going on his special 1, which is useful. Wow, I am so glad I caught that. I just wound up standing there like a chump for dropped input reasons. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. Keep boosting up that damage. Uh-oh. Still got a full mags, you're alright. You got this. I wonder who the basic champ is going to be in the arenas this, or the featured champ. Because the basic champ is going to be mcoc this week. But I have no idea who the featured is going to be. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be like one of those throwback champs again. Like it's going to be like Medusa or Voodoo or somebody like that. Somebody crazy. I hope to be pleasantly surprised. got a regen going. Very good. Nice little chunk of damage, even though she shrugged off the parry. There's a fast tenacity. Nice. And Sparkle's down. I wouldn't put it in Archangel for one of those guys. I wouldn't do it. Archangel is going to be good eventually, but he really needs to be awakened first. Cyber says, after cereal, will you do something like eating chips or drinking soda every Sunday for a year and do another tier list? I probably will. I need to decide what that's going to wind up being, though. Chips could be fun. Because there's a lot of different chips. But then I would need to, like, lay out ground rules, because there's, like, 100 different kinds of, like, mainline tortilla chips, say. So I don't want to do, like, 3 months of tortilla chips. I don't think that'd be very interesting. It'd be delicious for me, but it wouldn't be very interesting to watch, I don't think. Uh-oh. We're so close. Uh-oh, bud. What do you want? Okay, got the revive going. Very cool. I was gonna say, because you gotta get through that Arcus. I can get the Storm, but you gotta get that Arcus to be able to get to the heals to get through next round. Because I would not be able to get through a noted Ultron boss. Well played. Long distance. Otherwise nonsense. Let's get it. Yeah. All I gotta do is just watch out for the last Razzle Dazzle. Low health. And then really try not to push her to a special 2. That is annoying, the Dex. Special 1 has its moments, but Special 2 is a piece of work. Come on, my dude. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Do that, do that, do that. Trigger the second bit. Try and bait out another special. Thank you. Now we're cooking. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Angela's such a monster. Especially ramped up. Such a monster. Hey, Mom, me and Green popping in saying, hi. What up, bud? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Super Serial Sunday Serial stream. Hop off Cornucopia. There we go. Man, Ultron doesn't stand a chance now. He's gonna get absolutely wrecked. Alright, Chi. Take care, bud. You have a good one. We'll catch you later. Let's do this one. If you could then... tell me which way you want me to go. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's boost that attack a little bit more. Gonna be firing on all cylinders. Oh man, this has the potential to be so good. Yeah. Alright, now what? Here, Magneto. It's like, which version of robot are you? This is being particularly generous with the regens. Crits aren't bad, but because his health pool is so huge, it doesn't do a whole noticeable chunk off of the top. That's a little bit better. There we go. Nice. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's do that. Here we got another Mags bot. Just gotta watch out because now he drains my power. Powerful from afar, but not that I'm too terribly worried. Can't get a special 3 because he's a bot. An Ultron bot. I think Angela's got enough buffs on her right now. Much different fight. A much different fight. Equally balanced, that's different. And the defender triggers a special attack, remove all debuffs from themselves. When I trigger a special, remove all buffs from me. For each item removed, that champion receives... I don't really like that. That means I can't really use specials. Because I don't want to lose all my buffs. Well, that's good to know. You guys got big plans for this week coming up, or just kind of just going with the flow and whatever happens, happens? There you go. Well, I don't have any super definitive, like, this is when it's going to happen, when sort of things. I got a lot of things that, at some point, we're going to wind up coming due. A couple of projects, a couple of things I've been working on. Brutal. And well, there we go, bud. There we go. 10 rooms. Nailed it. Nah, thank you. Appreciate running. I appreciate running. Got that. Let's get to that node. Level up, get a friendship bonus. Very nice. And there we go. Alrighty then, guys. That I think is a good stopping point for tonight. It's been a real fun run. But before we go, I want to open up a crystal here, just as is tradition. If you guys want to guess who's going to be popping out of said crystal, leave that over in the chat box or in the comment section if you're watching afterwards. I'm going to guess it's going to be a 4-star Tigra. Put that in the reel. And as that's spinning out, again, thanks all. I want to say big thank you again to Astro, big thank you to AQ Shadow, and a big thank you to Dom as well for some very, very thoughtful, generous donations tonight. Thanks, guys. I'm going to be streaming again Monday, Wednesday this week. Got a couple of videos coming out too. Stay tuned for that, and you can stay tuned for that by subscribing to the channel. Of course, that's the usual YouTube shtick, but it helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Crystal here is going to wind up being a 4-star Karnak. Yeah, I'll take the 4 stars. Absolutely. Perfect. I hope you have a most excellent rest of your night and a good week too. Cheers, everybody. Till next time all, I'm Rob vonShoe. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everyone. Bye.